The H1B Guy here, and today, the H1B Guy news for the week ending April 26th, 2024. Today I'll cover USCIS defines science or art, H1B visas critical for innovation, and Canada's record number of Indian immigrants. But before we get started, I'd like to ask you, if you haven't already, to please subscribe to the H1B Guy channel here on YouTube and like this video so that I can continue to produce more content like this for you. I also wanted to mention the H1B Guy offers a variety of consulting services. We help businesses and individuals solve complex work authorization issues in the recruitment process while bringing awareness to employment-based immigration benefits. If I can help you, please reach out. I'd love to hear how. And you can book an appointment directly with me via the h1bguy.com. Today's news is brought to you by Syndesis, the ideal plan B for high skilled immigrants currently located in the U.S. whose status may be uncertain. By PERM-Ads.com, the industry leader in providing a seamless experience for employers and immigration attorneys navigating the complex PERM recruitment ad phase of the labor certification process. And by Mob Squad. Are you a technology professional facing U.S. work visa related uncertainty? Don't leave your fate up to chance. Our partner Mob Squad has a solution. Join the squad. Now, the news. Well, on April 10th, 2024, USCIS, in an alert titled USCIS Adopts Department of Labor Definition of Science or Art. Quote, for many employment-based second and third preferences, EB2 and EB3 petitions, employers must obtain a labor certification from DOL before filing Form I-140, Immigrant Petition for Alien Workers, with USCIS. For certain occupations, referred to as Schedule A occupations, DOL has predetermined that there are not sufficient U.S. workers who are able, willing, qualified, and available. For these occupations, employers submit the labor certification directly to USCIS, bypassing DOL review. Currently, DOL has designated two groups of occupations under Schedule A: registered nurses and physical therapists, Group 1, and beneficiaries with exceptional ability in sciences or arts, except performing arts, and beneficiaries with exceptional ability in performing arts, Group 2. Since USCIS considers DOL regulations when adjudicating petitions based on Schedule A occupations, we are now adding reference to DOL's regulatory definition of science or art into our policy to align with DOL as it relates to Group 2. When designating Schedule A, Group 2, DOL defines science or art any field or knowledge or skill with respect to which college and universities commonly offer specialized courses leading to a degree in knowledge or skill. We made an additional update to explain that, as with all adjudications, we will review both quantity and quality of the evidence provided. Guidance contained in Volume 6 of the Policy Manual is effective immediately upon publication. This is an update to incorporate the DOL definition in the USCIS Policy Manual. Why is this important? Well, evidence matters and comes in a of forms as it relates to employment-based preferences, but the primary forms are in the recruitment advertising phase and experience letters. I've heard that current timelines from the initiation of the perm labor request to a certified perm labor with an approved I-140 is taking nearly 2 years to complete. It doesn't seem that long ago that it was merely 18 months. Hopefully, this guidance will have some impact on reducing that time frame. On April 23rd, 2024, in an article written by Mashida Mera, Wei Shin, and Federico Mendelman for Fortune titled H1B Visas Are the Lifeblood of U.S. Tech Innovation and the Shortcut to Semiconductor Supremacy. Quote, the U.S. has provided significant investments and support for chip manufacturers in financial terms. However, you need more than financing to run a business. An often overlooked reform to boost manufacturing in the high tech sector is expanding skilled immigration. Our new research on the largest skilled immigration program in the U.S., the H-1B visa, suggests that it is one of the missing pieces in successfully bridging more high-tech manufacturing within our borders. Using data for which firms received an H-1B visa in fiscal years 2014 and 2015, we can see the effects that skilled immigration has on high-tech firms and their success. We find that firms that secured all of the foreign workers that they requested in a given year are more likely to survive in the next 5 years. On average, they have a 2.6 percentage point higher chance of survival compared to firms that received none of their requested H-1B visas. We see a stronger effect for younger firms where chances of survival are higher by 3.5 percentage points. This may seem like a small difference, but it is important consequences. It keeps the entire tech sector lean and fit. Our quantitative results predict that the removal of current major H-1B policy induced frictions would increase aggregate high tech output by 26% and average firm productivity by 0.4%. Our model's mechanisms suggest that higher young firms' survival caused by lowering H-1B hiring frictions constrains the survival of less productive and older firms. If we make it easier for U.S. companies to hire skilled talent no matter where they are from, we will make the U.S. economy stronger. At the simplest level, policymakers can capitalize on our research findings by streamlining access to skilled workers through the H-1B program by increasing the number of visas available, simplifying application procedures, reducing application fees, and are making the transition for international students to work easier. So here's another, we need to add more H-1B visas research initiative. This is a trickle down effect from the passing of the CHIPS Act, and that funding is available, but the acquisition of talent resources are not. In tech staffing, we've seen a lot of growth in environmental technology or green tech in the last year, specifically in solar, but there's a persistent struggle to identify and hire top talent. As I've stated many times, we cannot simply increase the amount of H-1B visas annually without first addressing the green card backlog and the removal of country caps for country of birth on employment-based preferences. I'd prefer we create avenues for those with U.S. degrees living and working in the U.S. under alternate status before considering increasing the number of visas for the H-1B lottery. Research publications like this bring more awareness to the broken high skilled immigration system, but they also lend itself to the possibility of creating more alternate temporary visa types, which isn't a good thing either. On April 25th, 2024, an article by Stuart Anderson on Forbes titled Indians Immigrate to Canada in Record Numbers, quote, between 2013 and 2023, Indians immigrating to Canada rose from 32,828 to 139,715, an increase of 326%, according to NFAP analysis. Indian enrollment in Canadian universities rose more than 5,800% in the last 2 decades, from 2,181 in 2000 to 128,928 in 2021, an increase of 126,747 students. Between 2016 and 2019, Indian international students enrolled in U.S. universities dropped by 13%, but increased by 182% at Canadian universities. In closing out, I've covered this multiple times, and for full disclosure, I have two partners who specialize in relocating individuals to Canada. The fact cannot be ignored. Losing international students to Canada and the built in talent pipelines that it creates are a lose lose situation for U.S. advancement and technology innovation. High skilled, employment based immigration is not the same as undocumented immigration, and yet both are constantly lumped together when it comes to discussions around immigration reform. They are not one and the same. It's time for us to wake up and stake our claim as the number one destination country in the world. Otherwise, we'll continue to lose ground, and it's something we cannot afford for current and future generations. For the full post on the H1B Guy news for the week ending April 26th, 2024, please check out the h1bguy.com. And a reminder that today's post is brought to you by Syndesis, the ideal plan B for high skilled immigrants currently located in the U.S. whose status may be uncertain. If you're facing an H1B denial or OPT expiration, don't get caught off guard. Make sure you have a plan B, and Syndesis is your answer. They'll gladly help you navigate the process. And if you'd like to find out if you qualify, please be sure to use the link in the video description below, and someone from Syndesis will be in touch. By perm-ads.com, the industry leader in providing a seamless experience for employers and immigration attorneys navigating the complex perm recruitment ad phase of the labor certification process. If you're looking to reduce your costs and overhead associated with perm labor certification recruitment advertising, let perm-ads.com help you. And by Mob Squad. Are you a technology professional facing U.S. work visa related challenges? Don't leave your fate up to chance. Our partner Mob Squad has a solution. Mob Squad helps technology professionals facing U.S. work visa related uncertainty remain working with their current U.S. employer, nearshore from Canada, as well as technology professionals from around the world who are seeking to find a rewarding opportunity in North America. Through their partnership with the Canadian government, they can obtain a Canadian work permit for you and your spouse in as little as 4 to 6 weeks. So, whether you're looking to stay working with your current U.S. employer or you want to find a new opportunity in Canada, please find out how the team at Mob Squad can help you via the link in the video description below. Join the squad. Just wanted to ask you again to please like this video, subscribe to the H1B Guy channel here on YouTube. Click the bell for notifications so that you're notified anytime we post new content here to this channel. If you've made it this far, I just want to say thank you for taking the time to watch my video. Really appreciate your support. The H1B Guy, your global source for all things H1B.